Good morning. Welcome to the Victor Wilt Show. Hello to you. I hope you got lots of sleep last night. I did not. But whatever. You survive, right? You just kind of trudge ahead. Ugh. There's always more coffee. Always more coffee. And at least as far as I can think of, I don't think I have anything else going on today. I should probably check the old calendar. If I'm forgetting some kind of annoying appointment, I guess I'll be annoyed by it. Well, nothing on the old calendar there, so... All right, well, that's good. I just want to go home and relax. Maybe have myself a nice glass of tadpole water. Hey, you thirsty? All right, it sounds gross, but it's not actually tadpole water, okay? It's a TikTok trend. It's supposed to help you feel full and lose weight. All right, well, I've been taking the ice cream and cheeseburger route, so maybe tadpole water it is. I guess you just put a bunch of chia seeds in your water, and then they expand and look like baby frogs. Sounds nasty, even though it's just seeds. One TikTok user said, "It makes me gag, but it's worth it." Why is that so funny? I don't know. But that person says they lost 3 pounds in 3 days. All right. That can add up quick. You're probably going to start to feel lousy if you don't get some other nutrients, but hey, if you're into things that have a funky texture and also taste funky, well, tadpole water might be for you. I mean, aren't there some kombuchas where they put chia seeds inside of it? Am I losing my mind here? Or at least they used to? I don't remember it being that bad, but kombucha's delicious. It's not just water, you know? So will the kombucha with seeds in it, will that fill you up too, and it's a much more delicious way to feel full and lose weight? I think I'd take the kombucha route for sure. I mean, water's good, but you know how I feel about those annoying hydro homies. Hydro homies make me not want to drink water just because they're annoying. I'll still drink water, but come on, guys, you're turning some people off from water here. What would hydro homies think of putting chia seeds in the water? You can't taint water. I've seen the comments on Reddit from the hydro homies. If you add anything to the water, it's no longer pure, it's no good. So they're probably, the most adamantly anti-tadpole water group on the planet. Hydro homies, again, you gotta settle it down a little bit with your water fanaticism. Everyone drinks water. They do. You don't need to get out there and campaign for water drinking. I guarantee water is being consumed. It's happening. I don't have any next to me right now, but I will, okay? I will. Anyway, we're up and at 'em. We're moving. We got a great show ahead, I promise. What do I have in store? I don't know. But it'll be awesome, because it's my show. All right. Hope you're doing great. Appreciate you tuning in, and we shall return. So, if you're a longtime listener, you know I like to encourage you to crawl out from your echo chamber and educate yourself on the various candidates when we're in an election year. I've been doing a lot of that myself. If it's good for my mental health or not, I don't know. But I have watched a lot of political speeches in the last few weeks, and I would encourage you to do the same. You want to really get to know the candidates, you gotta see what they have to say. So, watched a bunch of the speeches from the RNC, which took place a couple weeks ago. And then last night, after the Democrats announced their VP pick. I watched their rally, and I'm not going to get into any of my thoughts on either side because I don't want you people fighting with me about things. But I just want to tell you, I think it's important as an American to sit down and, really get to know the candidates. It's like when I talk about the news, how you can't just sit there and watch the news source that feeds you the perspective you want to hear. You need to look at various news sources and see the various perspectives that are going on out there, the various thoughts regarding world issues and things like that. Try to understand your neighbor and things like that. See where they're coming from. See all of the different sides and perspectives to issues. I think it's as important to do that, if not even more important, I guess, to do that when it comes to election years and things like that. I've talked about local elections, how people tend to just do ballot down voting and things like that. And then we have these issues pop up where people are like, what's happening? What's the deal with this? Who decided we were going to do this? It's like, well, you voted for them. They said they were going to do this. Look at their platform beforehand. Don't just, blindly vote. So, it kept me up a little bit late, but I wanted to see what's going on with that side. What do they have to say? Same with, the other, I guess you'd call it a rally, the RNC. If you want to find out what's going on with the political party, you have to listen to them. So it might be painful to you to sit down and watch the side that you don't align with and see what they have to say, but it's important, all right? As part of my job here, I pour through news all day, every day, and I see a lot of different perspectives on things. And that makes me feel pretty confident and grounded when it comes to, shaping my thoughts on how I would like to see things go. And I just think if you're not looking into everything, you're not making an educated decision. And I don't know, you might have your mind blown by people that you don't expect to. So you should check out all this stuff floating around. YouTube is something that we did not have 20 years ago, where if you didn't happen to be sitting there in front of your TV with an antenna, you couldn't go back and watch these things in full. But all of these political speeches and rallies are available in full, online, available on demand to be watched at any time. Kind of like my morning show, which you can pick up on demand. I guess it's no longer just a morning show. It's a show, and it's available on demand at all times. So feel free to pick that up anywhere podcasts can be found, or go to riverbendmediagroup.com and check it out. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like that people are so hostile when it comes to elections and things like that. I've seen some very angry social media posts recently. Listen, we need to stop being so divided, everybody, okay? I've got family and friends on all sides of the political spectrum, and you're not going to see a Facebook post from me that's like, if you vote this way, don't ever talk to me again, because that's a little extreme, okay? As far as I'm concerned. Oh, we got a caller? All right, let's do this. Oh, they hung up. Sorry, caller, that I didn't get to you fast enough. It's probably good. Little early because this is one of those things where all I said was, take a look at what both sides are saying, and somebody's going to call in and tell me about one side. For sure. Yeah, but I got to tell you this. And it's like, it was a simple statement to do your research when it comes to voting. And that goes for local elections, national elections, and even just online polls. What's your favorite cheeseburger? If you've only tried one cheeseburger, you can't say it's the best. You need to at least try two and make an educated decision after giving both of them a good try. All right, maybe you need to have them multiple times. Really dig in so that you know Like, okay, I'm sure this is the burger for me, all right? I gave the other burger as much of a shot as possible. I know everything there is to know about that burger, and that's not my burger, all right? Can we get some t-shirts made? That's not my burger. I'm working on my campaign slogans as we move further into my older age. When the day comes that I run for the city council, going big. I know some of you guys get mad when I say guys are dumb, but come on, we are dumb. It's okay, embrace it, admit it. You're dumb. Guys do dumb things. I was reading through a thread online. What's one thing men do that they think is attractive but actually isn't? And now these are things guys do. Do they really think that they're attractive? Like that these things will impress the ladies? Or are guys just stupid and don't think? Victor, why are you shaming all the guys, man? I've known many guys in my 42 years on this planet, and all of them get stupid, all right? Me included. I mean, you listen to this show on a daily basis, all right? You know I can be dumb sometimes. But I don't know. Hopefully as I go through this, I'm not going to go, oh, that's me. Because I only read like 2 responses and like, all right, I can point these things out to dudes. Try to help them out in life. All right, let's see. Guys, don't brag about how successful you are with women. It always comes across as desperate and not really believable. I've heard guys do this. All right? Yeah, you know, I've hooked up with this many ladies, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, yeah, you didn't keep any of them around. Looks like you ultimately failed. They were like, okay, I had enough of that guy. I don't know why guys think that's impressive. If you can't keep the ladies coming back, you're doing something wrong, okay? I don't understand. I hooked up with, hundreds of girls and none of them like me. Maybe you need to change something. Let's see. Trying to start fistfights with other guys for dumb reasons. Oh, the worst is when you're my age and you see people do that. I mean, teenagers are dumb. If you're young, I gotta tell you, it is a waste of time to be getting in physical fights, even verbal fights, over stupid things, all right? Hey, did you say something about my mom? How dare you say something about my mom? Like, you can end up dying if you get in a fight. If you get hit wrong, just one wrong hit to the head and you're dead. Can you imagine that? Let's say you're the guy who, can't find a steady girlfriend. You've hooked up with, just tons and tons of different women. And you're out with a new one at the bar and some guy, I don't know, bumps into her drink or something, spills it on her. You disrespected my lady! And then you get in a fist fight and then you're dead. Be a pretty pathetic way to go, all right? All right, so far I'm doing good. I don't get in stupid fights for no reason. Let's see. Talking about other women who are texting them want to date them into them. Do dudes really tell their ladies that? That would be really, really stupid. Hey, I got you know me, I'm the guy who hooks up with all the ladies. They're all texting me all the time, blah, blah, blah. I guarantee you're going to drive your lady away if you do that, guys. They're not going to be impressed. They're going to be mad. Guys are dumb. Guys are dumb, so I don't know. Let's see, there's such a thing as too confident. Yeah, I'd say so. Don't order my meal for me. Do guys do that? Ladies who are listening, if a guy has ever brought you out to eat and you sit down and your server comes over and they're like, oh, yeah, here, I'll place the order. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Let people order whatever they want. Come on now. That one's just strange. All right, what else do we have? sending unsolicited pictures. You know, I don't need to say what kind of pictures. That one's so weird to me. So baffling to me. Is there a guy out there that's ever gotten anywhere doing that? It's, to me, creepy. It's creepy and weird. And also, you're just sending it out there. All right? Where are these pictures going to end up? You know, if you're the guy who just drives women away in droves, you know, they meet you once and like, oh, I've had enough of that guy. They've got your pictures now, and when the day comes that they're like, you know what, I'm going to publicly shame him. I don't know, not the kind of pictures that I would want just floating around out there. Who knows who? Oh, let's see. Talk over people in a group and always try to be the loudest, most dominant person in conversation. Okay. Now, the only situation I've been in where this didn't annoy me was when I've been at rock radio conventions. Because that's just the type of group you have. Everyone in the group is trying to be the loudest, most dominant person in conversation. If you have one person who's doing it, it's annoying. But if it's everyone all at once, that's just the type of crowd you're with. All right? Radio DJs, I've talked about it many times, are very needy. They want attention. I don't know what happened when they were growing up, but they've got this incessant need to be listened to. I mean, what kind of weirdos go sit in a box and just talk to an empty room hoping someone's listening? The type of people who, if they're in a group, are going to be like, please listen to me. Now, I hope I don't do that when I'm out in public. If I ever do, please make sure to point it out to me. I think I'm pretty cordial and friendly in public, and I listen, and I'm not just like, look at me. If you ever see me doing that, you shut me down immediately and let me know my behavior is completely unacceptable. All right? Guys can be so dumb. Let's see. On Tinder, I see a bunch of guys list whiskey as their only interest. Not even a sentence, just a single word. Guys, okay. You might be thinking like, oh, I drink only the finest scotch or something. No, if your only interest is whiskey, you just look like an alcoholic. I mean, seriously. If I was meeting, like, okay, hold on, let's take this call. K-Bear, why is everybody lacking in patience today? Give me a second to pick up. Come on now. But yeah, back to if you list whiskey as your only interest. Like, I've made friends on social media. It's been a long time since that happened. But back in the day, MySpace days, my homie Nick, I met him on MySpace. He was in a local band in Boise, and we just kind of hit it off based on, you know, mutual music interests and things. But if I went to his MySpace profile and it was just whiskey, I probably would have never talked to that guy. All right, let's try this caller again. K-Bear, how's it going today? You're live on the show. Keep that in mind.
Good morning, Victor. Love your show.
Oh, thank you. Good to hear from you, my friend.
Yes, I was going to, the one point you were making about DJs, I was going to say, have you looked in your mirror and asked yourself any of these questions?
I did say all DJs. All right. Okay. So I'm included. I've been in those. I know that there's something, you know, that drives me to sit in this box and go, listen to me. There is some kind of need for attention. I'll admit to it. I don't know what it is, but it's there. You know, same with putting out music and this and that. Please pay attention. Look I did this thing.
You know, and then there was the point before that about guys sending pictures.
Yes.
So I should stop sending girls pictures of my instruments.
Yeah. If you are sending pictures of your guitars to Annette over and over, she's going to just get tired of it and be like, looks like you have enough guitars, JD. I get it.
Well, don't tell her how many I really have.
All right. I know you hide them in the basement, so she doesn't see all of them.
Yes, no idea.
Well, good to hear from
you. Good morning. You're on my list. I'll probably talk to you later today. Okay?
All right. Thank you, JD. Good to hear from you, man.
All right. We'll see you later.
Peace. JD of local band Stiff Richard, who is graciously helping me bias my amp. I've been working on my guitar amp for 2 months now, and it's not like, heavy duty work. I dragged it out of the garage, cleaned it, replaced all the tubes, had to special order some fuses, and it needs a simple process. Well, I don't know if it's a simple process. That's why it's not done. That's why I'm calling in an expert, JD, to bias the tubes. And then I can turn this thing on for the first time in like a decade and crush it down. I'm so excited. So excited. Can't believe it. That this amp, I know I've talked about it on air before. It is a ridiculous beast of an amp. And I am so pumped to turn it on and see if I can make my bookshelves in my studio fall over. It's gonna rule. Wolfmother, Joker and the Thief. Great live band if you ever get a chance to see them play. I saw them do a show in Salt Lake City with one of my all-time favorite artists, Dax Riggs. He was, I think it was a Dead Boy and the Elephant Men show. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I haven't seen any kind of official announcement, but somebody found a hidden page on the Dax Riggs website showing that he's got new music coming. And it's been spread around in the Dax Riggs subreddit. Like, new song available now, album coming in October. But then, I mean, that's the only place I'm seeing it. You can go to his website and see that page. But come on, the page leaked. Get the info out. Give us the song. I want the song. Anyway, back to Wolfmother, Joker and the Thief. Every time I hear that song, sorry, I just thought of what Jade's thoughts were about that song.
Every time I hear that song, I think of my mom teaching me how to dance in the front room at home.
I know, it's a great song. When I think of that song, I think of the movie The Hangover, and it got me thinking about comfort movies. You know, everybody's got a pile of movies that are their comfort films. You know, you just throw them on and all is well in the world. And the Hangover trilogy is one of those for me. I don't know what exactly it is about those movies. Some of the best and some of the worst times of my life happened in Las Vegas. A little bit of both. I've got a weird relationship with Las Vegas. It's a place I both love and despise. It's a weird place. But The Hangover, the first one especially, I just got a weird place in my heart for that movie. And so when I hear that song, or I hear those brooding Danzig songs that kick off the movie, or even Seal's Kiss from a Rose, I just think about those movies, and it puts a smile on my face. I can watch them over and over. I got a lot of comfort movies. Maybe I should go post this in the K-Bear 101 Idaho Rock and Metal group before Peaches steals my thunder and uses it for his question of the day. Other comfort movies that I could just throw on and I just feel great. Obviously, The Goonies and Back to the Future. I've talked about both of those movies a lot over the years. Recently rewatched the Back to the Future trilogy. Thank you to my lady for sending me the Blu-ray. That was awesome. The Goonies, I've watched countless times. I know it's a kid's movie, but it's great. It's a great movie. Love it. Love it. Tenacious D, In the Pick of Destiny, the South Park movie. These are all movies that I just can't go wrong if I throw them on. The South Park movie puts such a smile on my face. It's one of the best musicals of all time. It's glorious. It's got great songs. Can't play any of them on air, but it's just wonderful. I was looking through a list on Reddit here of other people's comfort movies, because I figured there had to be a thread about this when I got thinking about it. And A lot of people say dumb comedies are comfort films for them. This person posted The Other Guys, which I'm like, have I seen that? I think I have. Billy Madison, I've seen tons of times. Dude, Where's My Car? I've seen a few times. Grandma's Boy, I was actually talking with my lady about Grandma's Boy the other day. Like, it popped up on Netflix. She hasn't seen it. And I haven't watched it in a number of years, but Grandma's Boy is an awesome movie. It's so funny. It's so funny. I got to sit down and watch that again. Somebody in that same thread mentioned The Nice Guys, which I believe is on our list to watch as well. So got to check that one out for sure. Other people mentioning Pixar movies. Now, Pixar movies are very good movies. I don't know if I'd call them my comfort movies, though. Because those Pixar movies, you're pretty much doomed at some point during every Pixar movie to be having to fight back those tears, you know, because it's manly to not cry. All right? Can't be crying at movies. Pixar movies always make people cry. So I wouldn't call that a comfort movie. Because, you know, as much as I am, you know, I'm just joking, dudes. It's okay to cry. But it's still one of those things that if I'm sitting there with the kids and we're watching a Pixar movie, I'm like, don't let those tears come out. Don't let them see you. I don't know why. It's not that big a deal. They're over there sobbing. Any others in here that I would call a comfort movie? I mean, if Shawshank is on, I'll watch it. You know, I don't know if I'd call it a comfort movie. It's a great movie. I've seen it so many times. Countless times. It's one of Stephen King's best. It's probably the best Stephen King adaptation because most of his movies are terrible. They're garbage. But it's really good. The book's still better, in my opinion, but it's like pretty negligible. The movie's excellent. The Green Mile, another really good one. I don't know. When I'm going comfort movies, for some reason, yeah, the ones I listed. I want to kind of take the day off and just go home and watch the Hangover trilogy. That'd be pretty fun. That'd be a pretty good time. I don't know. If I think of any others, I'll let you know. But I'm going to go start that thread because I'd be interested in seeing what your comfort movies are. And, you know, maybe we'll dig into some of the listener responses as the show continues. All right, I'm going to save the fear-mongering and conspiracy theories for a bit. We'll get into that, though. Don't worry. I'm just preparing the elements because I want to make it fun. Got to make these things fun to prevent, you know, some listeners from calling and getting mad at me. Even though we're all homies, right? We're all homies. I hope so. So in the meantime, we'll get back to what listeners are saying would be their comfort movies. Movies that they throw on just to kick back and relax, enjoy themselves, get a little break from the world. I talked about some of my favorites earlier. The Goonies, the Hangover trilogy, the Tenacious D movie, the South Park movie, Back to the Future. Listeners pointed out one I didn't think to name, and I'm actually long overdue for a full rewatch. That would be the Lord of the Rings movies, and that reminded me of other comfort movies that I haven't watched in ages, and that would be Peter Jackson's earlier movies. Peter Jackson, director of Lord of the Rings, made some of the best horror comedies of all time. Most people probably haven't seen them. And if I have one dream in relation to Hollywood, it's before I leave this planet, Peter Jackson puts out another horror comedy. I don't know what he's up to right now. Hanging out with the Beatles or something. All he's been doing is Beatles stuff forever. And, all right, that's pretty epic. Can you blame the guy? I could go make Bad Taste Part 2, or I could hang out with the Beatles and put out unreleased Beatles material to the world. I think the fan base is a little bit bigger in Beatles land than Bad Taste land. So it's probably a better career choice to be working with the Beatles than making silly horror movies. But Bad Taste Part 2, come on, man. Come on. Peter Jackson. Oh, we got somebody calling. They got a comfort movie. Check out Bad Taste, Dead Alive, and Meet the Feebles. K-Bear, you are live on the show. Please keep that in mind. Who's this?
This is Scott.
Scott, what you got for a comfort movie or movies?
The Sandlot.
The Sandlot. Dude, that's a great movie. That's a fun, awesome movie. Very nostalgic. I loved that movie when I was younger. It's great.
Right?
Absolutely.
Also, it's weird, but An American Tail.
An American Tail is a comfort movie. All right. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. For some reason, when I think back on An American Tail, there's something about it that was upsetting to me as a kid. I don't know what it is because I haven't seen it in so long. There was another movie that horrified me as a kid called All Dogs Go to Heaven. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I don't know. It just terrified me. And makes me uncomfortable to even think about it now. And it's probably not that bad, but that movie scared me when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you're a little bit weird. Well, of course, look who's talking, I guess, but that's beside the point.
I don't know. I think it was like that. Okay, if these dogs are risking, burning forever, I don't know. What did I do? Oh, jeez. I'm trying to go to bed at night and I'm just terrified. Oh,
right.
It's a weird movie for kids, man. I remember The Land Before Time was also terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. They're crazy, but I don't know. I just thought An American Tail was a really good movie for me. I don't know.
I'll have to go back and watch it again. Yeah, some of those kids' movies from back in the day, man, they were weird. Like, Bambi, right at the beginning, bam! Bambi's mom is dead. Like, jeez. Right? And then everyone's just mean to Bambi. Rudolph's another one that's just terrible. They just bully him relentlessly for no reason. Right? Yeah. Some of these kids' movies from when I was young, man. One of the worst, as far as horrifying as a kid, The Never-Ending Story. That movie made me very uneasy, but it's really good. It's really good. Right. But that scene with the horse, man, I mean, I think that's why there's so many memes about why people my age are, traumatized and in therapy. Right. All right. Well, all the lines are lit up on this one, man. So thanks for the call.
Yeah.
Peace.
Talk to you later.
Bye. K-Bear, I know I drifted from comfort movies, but let's continue with movies that make you feel happy. Who's this?
Hey, this is Zach. How you doing, man?
Zach, I'm doing good. What you got for some comfort movies for me?
So it's not a comfort movie, but piggybacking off of a movie that freaked me out as a kid.
All right, this is a
would
fun...
be The Black Cauldron.
The Black Cauldron. That one was a creepy movie. And that's one of those movies that you don't see promoted much from the Disney catalog.
No, I can understand why, too.
Yeah, I don't even remember it very well. I would assume it's on Disney Plus. Maybe that's one to go back and watch. Because, I remember it being a little bit unsettling. Also, Labyrinth was a bit unsettling. That's another movie I watched as a kid.
With David Bowie?
Yeah, something about that.
Yeah, that was a good one, man.
It's a good movie. I don't remember what about it gave me the creeps, but something about it. And The Secret of Nim, something about that creeped me out. I don't know. Maybe I was just a little wuss.
I finally watched The Labyrinth when I was like 20 years old in Texas.
It's a good movie, man. It's great. It's great. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, right on, man. Appreciate the call today.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
You too. Peace. Yeah, kind of weird. I'm looking at other people's comfort movies here, and I'm saying how some of these kids' movies creeped me out, but The Lost Boys, that was one of my favorite movies as a kid, and it's a straight-up horror movie. Why I was allowed to watch it, I don't know, but that would be one of my comfort movies as well. The Lost Boys. I could watch that over and over and over again. When you walk into my basement, the first poster you see is the movie poster for The Lost Boys. All right, we got somebody else calling. Let's see what they want. K-Bear, you were live on the show. Keep that in mind. Who's this?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. What's up, Stuart? What you got for me?
There was an episode of the original Ghostbusters cartoon with the Boogeyman. It was like the first episode that came out, terrified me for years. Made me. He'd like pop in and out of closets, and there'd be like this whole world he could transport to other closets and stuff. Yeah, it gave me nightmares for years, well into adulthood, way longer than it should have.
I remember watching the Ghostbusters cartoons, but I don't remember specifics on it. I just remember I enjoyed the Ghostbusters cartoons. So that might be another one to check out with the Boogeyman.
Yeah, look up. I think it's like episodes 1 and 2, the very first episodes they came out with, just right out of the box.
All right, man. I'll have to scope it for sure.
So, yeah.
Right on, Stuart. Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Peace. Sound like somebody was in the background about to swear. I'm glad I cut that call off of Stuart real fast. Maybe they weren't. But, yeah, kind of funny. I bet some people's comfort movies are movies that frightened me as a child. What do we got as far as... I want to get back to thinking about comfort movies rather than movies that made me uncomfortable. Coco says Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, and Sing. Oh, Sing's a great movie. I only watched it one time, and it's really cool if you watch it because Trent Reznor did the soundtrack, and it'll blow your mind that Trent Reznor did the soundtrack. It's not like, here's a bunch of Nine Inch Nails. It was an amazing movie. Really good, really good. That is the one, right? Sing? Amy says Alien versus Predator. Yeah. Also mentioned The Lost Boys. Brandy says Mermaids, Gladiator, and Beauty and the Beast. Got James Miller with The Crow and Fear and Loathing. I'd say Fear and Loathing is it's a comfort movie, but at times you might feel like crawling out of your skin. Oh, that's funny. The other day, I almost threw on Requiem for a Dream, speaking of movies that make me uncomfortable. I haven't watched that in many years. I think it's a really great movie. I always felt horrible after I watched it, but I was like, well, maybe now that I'm an adult, maybe now that it's been 20 years, maybe I'd walk away from it feeling different. Probably not. Almost watched it, but I just wasn't in the right mind state. Captain Zach says, as long as it doesn't have Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey, or Steve Carell, then I can watch almost anything. Zach, come on, homie. We don't like Will Ferrell, or Jim Carrey, or Steve Carell. They're all great. They're all in some really funny movies. But I'm down with you, Zach, on Goonies and Ready Player One. I recently rewatched Ready Player One. It's really good. It's a really good movie. Susan said Bridesmaids, which is so funny. Bourne Ultimatum and Argo, and I have not seen either of those films, so I'll have to check them out. All right, we're going to be back in a few with some freak news. I'm still going to hang on to my fear-mongering and conspiracy theories till later on the show, but so far we're doing pretty good with content today. Hopefully it'll keep up for the rest of the program. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to dig up some freak news now. We'll be back. Freak news powered by Grease Monkey, voted Idaho's best oil change. As we all know, hot outside. Been a brutal summer everywhere. So if you work outside, you'd probably like to take the summer off. Easy enough to get one day off of work. You call in sick. I'm not feeling good. I'm not going to be in today. Ugh. But if you want the whole summer off, what are you going to do? Well, you could lie about being attacked on the job. Yeah, a guy in New York. He works in the subway. He was a transit system cleaner. And it's really hot, I guess, down there. So Henry Herring, 54 years of age, decided, all right, I gotta get the summer off. What am I gonna do? So he cut his hands all up, just sliced himself up. And then he, ran to his bosses and called the cops and was like, help, I was attacked in the subway. Said he was cleaning a train car when all of a sudden there was a pusher behind him. Somebody pushed him. Then they swung a cutting instrument at him. I guess he didn't know what it was. And it cut both his hands. Look at my hands. He was caught red-handed due to surveillance video. Literally caught red-handed. I would assume he got the summer off from work. I mean, he's going to have to find a different job, but it worked. So you can't really say it was a failure. He got the summer off of work. It's easier just to quit your job. I don't know about slicing my hands up to accomplish anything. Sounds like it would hurt and it would suck. All right, what else do we got here? All right, what's up with Florida and spaghetti? I thought this was an old article, but no, it's dated from 2 days ago. Sunday night spaghetti dinner dispute got very saucy. So you had a 41-year-old man throwing a plate of spaghetti at his mother, striking her in the head with what they call the starchy weapon, and leaving her splattered with sauce. We have seen numerous pasta-related incidents in Florida recently, and I don't get it. Is this a, homage to Eminem? You know, he did that song recently where he threw it back to the beginning of his career. I don't know if he mentioned spaghetti in that song, but that's some old school Eminem stuff with the mom spaghetti. Florida, just big fans? I don't know, but this has to be the third or fourth story I've seen about somebody being arrested after chucking pasta at someone in Florida. I mean, it's Florida, so there's no logical answer. It's just how it is, but it's still, it's weird to me that this just keeps happening. Relentless with the pasta attacks, Florida. Other food-related batteries. We've got an argument Saturday beginning over Dr. Isha Persad, a 34-year-old dentist, getting her husband Taco Bell and McDonald's for his birthday. Okay. Sounds nice enough, right? That's a good combo. Taco Bell and McDonald's? Sound like a dude's eating good for his birthday. Hey, there are people out there who would shame fast food. I'll admit it. Taco Bell and McDonald's are good. I don't care what anybody says. Taco Bell to the face, not so good. Yeah, apparently, during the 12:20 a.m. squabbles, so this is the middle of the night, she threw a soft-shelled taco at the 35-year-old birthday boy. The delicacy, I like that they called it a delicacy. That's what I'm talking about. Struck the man on the right side of the face, according to cops. Apparently, all right, I'm trying to imagine. You say something that makes your lady mad and she chucks a soft-shelled taco at your face. Now, it could not hurt that bad. It's a soft-shelled taco. Even if you had a major league pitcher chuck a soft-shelled taco at your face at about 100 miles an hour, that could hurt. But it's still a soft-shelled taco. So the guy called the cops. I don't know if I would call the cops after a taco to the face, unless you just really wanted your lady to go to jail. Just get her out of the house for your birthday. Pizza or peaches. Sorry, I've been talking about food a lot, and your name is food, so peaches. If you made a girl mad and she threw a soft-shell taco at your face, would you call the cops?
No, I'd probably throw something back.
Peaches, then you're going to go to jail.
Well, it's self-defense.
I don't think that you could claim self-defense over just a taco, though.
This is why.
It's not like your life's at risk if you take a soft-shelled taco to the face.
Well, was this at his place? Or where was this at?
I would assume it's their place. They were a couple. It was his birthday. She bought him Taco Bell and McDonald's. And they got in an argument. She threw a soft-shelled taco at his face. They're married. And he called the cops. So she was arrested for domestic battery.
Wow. Over a soft-shell taco, that's domestic battery.
Yes.
What a softie. Honestly, if you call the cops over a soft-shell taco to the face.
I mean, that's why I'm thinking there's more to the story that's not being told, and he just really wanted his wife to go to jail that night. He just wanted to sit back.
He was over it. This is not the first time food has been thrown at him.
Probably. And he was like, it's my birthday. I just want to enjoy my quarter pounder.
I want peace and quiet in this place.
I'm trying to enjoy a nice chalupa here.
Yeah, exactly.
My cinnamon twist. It's my birthday.
My Baja Blast.
Yeah,
Should have thrown that back in her face. Actually, you can't waste the soda.
No, you shouldn't waste any kind of food. No. They called this what it is, a delicacy, this soft-shelled taco.
And the soft-shelled tacos aren't that great over there. I kind of like the crunchy tacos a little bit more.
Well, I like something with just more food in it. Like the regular tacos, there's just not enough going on in there. You get a lot of lettuce and not enough meat.
Those chalupas are amazing.
Yeah, you got to upgrade. You got to go for like the cheesy gordita crunch or, something like that. Something with more to it. Some more oomph of food.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I wouldn't have called the cops with a soft taco to the face either. It's kind of embarrassing to me.
I would have started a food fight, I think, with her.
There you go. Do like the Florida man. All right, I'm getting the spaghetti out. All right, spaghetti to the face.
I heard you talk about that. I've seen a lot of pasta stories pop up as of late.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
It's very weird.
It is weird. It's the new thing in Florida. Chuck the pasta.
Yeah.
More food that should not be wasted. Pasta is delicious. Come on. I mean, it probably has a little bit of a satisfying feel if you pick it up in your hand, a handful of spaghetti, and just try to throw it. That's a mess, dude.
I mean, I myself am not a fan of spaghetti, so I'd throw it.
You're so weird. You don't like lasagna either, do you?
No, I'd definitely throw that.
Lasagna is like...
If it was lasagna night, oh man, and that girl threw a soft shell taco at me, the whole pan's going to her face.
Lasagna is like the cake of pasta. It's
the cake of pasta.
It is. It's the best, man.
Start your own Victor Wills line of lasagna and call it the cake of pasta.
The cake
See
of
how that
pasta.
turns out.
Yeah. If nobody has ever called it that before, that's a failure for, I guess, the entire Italian community.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a caller here. Let's see what they want. K-Bear, you're live on the Victor Wilt Show. Keep that in mind. Who's this?
Hey, this is Lindsay. How's it going?
Lindsay, going great. What's on your mind?
So I know you guys were talking about this a little bit ago, but about All Dogs Go to Heaven, I found out something super creepy that disturbed me mentally, so I just thought I would share it.
All right. Disturbing news about that creepy movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven, definitely fits in freak news. Peaches, before we hear what Lindsay has to say, have you seen All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Did it scare the crap out of you as a child?
I barely paid attention to
Okay. It scared me, that movie.
Did it?
It was like the most horrifying movie as a child. I even thinking about it, and I haven't seen it since I was a kid, makes me uneasy.
I'm more of a Homeward Bound fan.
Homeward Bound? Come home, boy! Okay, Lindsay, creepy factoids about All Dogs Go to Heaven. What do you got?
Okay, so the girl, I forget the main character's name in the movie, but the girl that played her voice, she was unalived by her father before they finished the movie.
What?
So she had all the lines done. Yes. So in Charlie's character was saying goodbye to her before he went to heaven, she had actually passed away. So Burt Reynolds, who does Charlie's voice, was actually crying. He was super emotional, obviously, doing that scene. So they had to do 30 takes. But
Victor's jaw's on the floor right now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is getting extra creepy here because I had not heard about this. I googled All Dogs Go to Heaven and murder, and well, Peaches, it was the easiest way for me to find it.
It's a scary movie title. I mean, All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's just
yeah. And if you search for unalived, it's not going to give me the results I needed.
Right.
So I had to use that term. It's it's not pleasant, but. It was a girl named Judith Barcy.
Oh, Judith, huh?
Yeah, which, it's unsettling. She provided the voices of a character named Ducky in another movie I mentioned earlier, gave me the creeps as a kid, The Land Before Time, and then also Anne Marie in All Dogs Go to Heaven. And yes, I'm not going to get into the grisly details, but what you're saying is correct, Lindsay, and that adds so much to that movie being even more bothersome. That is crazy.
You call me a weird dude for not liking lasagna, but you're over here like, All Dogs Go to Heaven's creepy, but I love The Human Centipede, one of my favorite movies.
It's funny. It's not scary. It's way less unsettling. You show a small child both of those movies, and you see which one scares them worse. Don't show your kids The Human Centipede. Well, thanks, Lindsay, for the interesting factoid there. I had not heard of that, and that makes it even creepier. That movie, ugh.
I can tell you what, there's no dark backstory to The Human Centipede. That's for sure.
Probably not. Just people having fun making a stupid horror movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah, I just thought I'd share that little tidbit of knowledge.
Well, thank you, Lindsay. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. You too.
All right. Thanks. See ya.
Yep. Bye.
Creepy movie details on the Victor Wiltz Show.
Yeah, let's bring up disturbing movie facts.
What's next? The My Little Pony, the dark side behind that.
There's probably is some Peaches.
There's that brony community that we can talk about.
We're not even going to get into that. Not even going to go there. All right, let's dive into some fear-mongering and conspiracy theories. This is always fun, and it better stay fun. I'm going to do my best to tread around this lightly, and y'all better just have fun with me here. I'm looking through the news, and I read the news every day, like tons of news. Hence why I'm always encouraging you to check out a variety of news sources, because you get a lot of different perspectives if you look at the same story from multiple news sources, because most news sources have a bias and they feed their customer base the perspective they want to hear. So, if you want to see what's really going on in the world, you got to look at a whole bunch of different news sources. So I pour through all kinds of different websites just to see what's going on. And in the last few days, there's been a lot of discussion on the stock market. Was it Tuesday? Was it yesterday? No, maybe it was Monday. Monday, the stock market had like the worst day in 2 years, and everybody, panicking. I saw tons of different posts on all kinds of different websites and subreddits about how the recession is coming. Investors, running in fear with impending recession. And that's scary. Nobody want to hear that, right? Stock market crashing, recession, these are scary terms. So I fire up the news today, and yesterday the stock market, went back up. And I saw this sentence. I hope I could find it again here, because it was so funny. Oh, let's see here. Oh, there it is. Okay, U.S. stocks finished higher on Tuesday, clawing back from some losses from their worst day in nearly 2 years, as investors took a pause from concerns that the U.S. economy could be heading toward a recession. This just goes to show me that the news is just spewing out fear on a day-to-day basis. Because, okay, I'm not an investor, but there's a lot of them out there doing their thing. That's their job, the investment biz. Why on Monday would they be like, oh, the recession's here, run? And then Tuesday they wake up and like, you know what? I actually changed my mind. I'm going to take a pause from my concern. But what would change overnight? It's that sentence that all of a sudden investors aren't worried about a recession. It's just ridiculous. Okay, the stock market goes up and down, and I'm not saying there couldn't be a stock market crash. That could certainly happen. It's happened plenty of times before. Recessions have happened plenty of times before. But you can't just throw out, oh, investors everywhere, they see it, it's coming, and then the next day go, I guess they don't think that. Well, this is why people are going crazy. You can't change your story one day to the next. And why chuck the fear out there immediately if you're unsure? Wait till it's like, okay, clearly we're in a recession before you just start scaring people. Anyhow, okay, I guess I got to save my conspiracy theory stuff for a bit because I was looking at the clock and I got to get things back on track here. But yeah, just try to not let the news scare the crap out of you, like all dogs go to heaven. There are these things out there that are, bothersome and make you feel uneasy. And maybe like all dogs go to heaven shouldn't make me feel uneasy. News stories on a day-to-day basis shouldn't make you panic either. All right? Just keep it in mind. The news likes to keep people riled up because it keeps them commenting and clicking. All right? So we were talking about the fluctuations in the stock market and the fear-mongering in the news that was going on for the last couple days about, oh, there's a recession, investors are panicking, and no, I guess that they take a pause from worrying about that, and just this back and forth that keeps people going crazy. I got a call from a listener who he might have an idea what's going on. Let's go to the phones. K-Bear, what's up?
Hey, so them investors, they were told to be quiet by the alphabet boys.
By the alphabet boys, the three-letter agencies?
Yeah, I told them they'd make them disappear if they kept it up, you know?
All right, this is going to be a perfect intro for my next break, sir. Thank you for calling, because this is going to just roll right into my conspiracy theory talk, and I can't thank you enough for that.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
You too, man. See ya. Yes, we're bringing it back. It's Wake Up Wednesday.
The truth isn't out there.
The creatures out of whatever dimension, they don't act like humans, okay? I'm going to tell you, I've studied these people.
It's time to open your third eye.
So you're saying UPS is involved with the CIA and the FBI?
Today is Wake Up Wednesday.
Look into my eyes.
On K-Bear 101.
All right, none of you better get mad at me for this, all right? We're trying to have fun on this show. And I stumbled across a conspiracy theory that just made me laugh this morning. So I figured I had to share it. And I think we can all have a little chuckle and get along, because this is not necessarily getting political. I just read it and I thought it was pretty wild. So I had to share it with you in case you didn't see it in the news. So, yesterday, the Democratic Party announced their their VP pick for the upcoming election, and there's all kinds of chatter going on and this and that. But the Democratic National Convention is coming up, and I don't know if the people on the left know what's about to come their way. We're going to get into what could happen at the DNC. I don't know if you have a Truth Social account, but former President Donald Trump, he posted this last night, and this is wild, what could go down at the DNC. All right, here's what he posted, and I'm going to read it verbatim because that's the only appropriate way to do so. What are the chances that crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of the U.S., whose presidency was unconstitutionally stolen from him from Kamala, Barack Hussein Obama, crazy Nancy Pelosi, shifty Adam Schiff, crying Chuck Schumer, and others on the lunatic left, crashes the Democratic National Convention and tries to take back the nomination, beginning with challenging me to another debate. He feels that he made a historically tragic mistake by handing over the U.S. presidency, a coup to the people in the world he most hates, and he wants it back now. Whoa. Can you imagine that? Okay, you've seen Joe Biden, right? Remember that guy in the debate? He's like really old. Come on. All of a sudden, rolls in a fighter jet, flies into, where's the DNC happening? Is it like Chicago? I think it was Chicago. I could be wrong. But he flies in. Comes crashing into the building. I'm taking it back, Peaches. You might not want to walk in here right now. We're in the middle of political conspiracy theory talk.
Ooh, all right.
I already read the whole thing. Dude, Biden's going to come, and he's taking back over, Peaches.
Oh, he's going to do like a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's
Glass
right.
shatters. He comes in.
He's going to walk into the music. He's going to be wearing nothing but a vest, a leather vest. He's going to have shaved his head.
Oh,
he's going to have 2 cans of beer, and he smashes them.
But then, 100-year-old Jimmy Carter comes running into
Whoa, Peaches,
right after him.
Whoa.
Cashes his money in the bank briefcase.
They're going to have a ring installed. Yes, that would make politics so much more interesting if they had to professionally wrestle each other.
If all the presidents were in their prime, who's going to win that battle? I feel like Teddy Roosevelt might be a lead.
We did talk about this a while back.
Big old Taft might do well.
Yeah. I think it'd have to be one of those old timers from back in the day that
Grover Cleveland
didn't have any of the modern luxuries. Dude. Dark Brandon. Dark Brandon coming back.
Dark Brandon.
Haven't you seen those memes, Peaches? You are not familiar with Dark Brandon?
No, I'm not.
Oh my God. You don't spend as much time on the internet as me, man.
No, I do, but I just don't look at politics. I really don't.
I just say, if you ever look at Reddit, I don't know how you wouldn't have seen Dark Brandon. Or on Twitter, you know, it's Biden with the glowing red eyes.
Oh, the deep fried memes, okay.
Yeah.
I got 3 ice creams.
Oh man,
but then
our world's getting so interesting.
Obama comes running in.
Oh no, Peach! It's just a battle royale.
Yeah, exactly.
Last one who goes over the top rope.
That's what I was talking about. Like all the presidents in their prime, who is going to win the presidential battle royale?
Oh man,
it'd be hard to get Taft over the top rope.
Hey, you know what? If was it Hulk Hogan who body slammed
Sup, brother?
Yokozuna? Remember that at WrestleMania?
Yeah. I think it's funny they tried making Yokozuna Japanese. He's a big Hawaiian dude.
Well, that's the WWE. They did some very questionable and fairly racist things back in the day. There was a lot of that back in the day.
They dressed up a white guy named Matt. I forgot his last name. He was Albert for a long time. And then all of a sudden he came out as Lord Tensai not too long ago, and he had these fake, like, I don't know if they were I think they were Japanese letters or characters across like his face as if it was like a tattoo. And he's supposed to be like this big samurai character. It's the worst. It's one of the stupidest gimmicks ever.
I haven't seen that one, but
the theme song's pretty funny too.
Don't sing it. I have a feeling it's not appropriate.
Hey, some of that stuff from back in the day was fantastic.
Dude.
You know, we talked about it on the air. Big Show, his dad died. The funeral was going on. Big Boss Man chains the casket to his truck and drives away.
Now that's funny. All right, that's funny. Dragging a casket out of a cemetery.
Can we get antics like that with the presidential debate? I want Donald Trump just to chain up a casket, drive away with it in a lifted Ford F-650.
I just hope we get some debates because everything's gotten so wild that I want to see what goes down. There's a lot of smack talk going just back and forth, both sides. I think a debate would be a lot of fun, but it's not looking like they might have them.
Can we see Trump Mania versus, I don't know, what's a good nickname for Biden? Or Kamala, I should say. Kamala the Conqueror.
I don't know. He's because Trump's the nickname guy. Because I just read his thing about the conspiracy theory with Biden crashing the DNC and taking back over, and he had a lot of nicknames in there, but he hasn't found one that would stick with Kamala yet. You know, I think he tried lying and he tried laughing, but none of them are sticking. Crooked Hillary or Sleepy Joe. He hasn't figured it out yet.
I missed those tweets. I gotta tell you, I missed those chains of tweets.
Well, you gotta get on Truth Social.
His nickname for COVID back in the day, that was funny. That was my favorite one.
Everything is so wild, man. It's interesting times. So
yeah, who would have the funniest tweets in the presidents that have that were around not during social media?
Huh. That's a good question. Were any of them witty? I mean, politics didn't really turn into the...
JFK would have had, I think, some sort of he would have had something crazy.
Politicians didn't seem like they did anything funny at all till, mid-2000s or something. There was no humor involved.
They're all very serious.
I put on my suit and I'll be very professional.
You know who would suck on social media? Richard Nixon.
He would be a terrible follow.
Hashtag not a
terrible follow. Oh. All right, let's talk about schools. Yeah, we didn't talk earlier about school making its return. School is going to be returning soon. Sorry, kids. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your morning. Still got about a month. It's just reality, though. School's going to come back, and Billy Corgan was in the news talking about going back to his hometown, Chicago, after getting famous. He was chatting with K-Rock, that radio station in LA that is just an utter failure. That's a whole other discussion that we've had too many times. Use those call letters for something useful, all right? The station is pathetic. Okay, Billy Corgan went back to Chicago after getting famous, and he revealed that a recent book signing event got the lowest attendance ever, and he said he was not welcomed by his high school in all the years since he's become a famous musician. said I'd never been invited back to my high school that I graduated from with honors. I was an honors student. Never been invited back to my high school. Ever. For anything. Not a charity function. Not a come talk to the music class about your experiences. That shows you the world I grew up in. This pernicious, bitter world. So, when I did try to go home at different times in the 90s and 2000s, it was like getting slapped in the face with a fish or something, you know? It was like, hey kid, this part of your life's over. There's no making peace with this. Kind of crazy. Can you imagine if somebody really famous went to a local school around here and the schools did not make any kind of, what am I looking for here? Why can't I talk? Make any kind of effort to try to bring them in to talk to the kids? It's kind of crazy. Like, what's up, Pocatello High? I'm sitting right here. I ain't been invited over there to do nothing either. I get it. I understand, Billy, what you're going through here. All I've got from my high school is a diploma that's sitting in the office somewhere with all my parking tickets. Come on. With all I've done to inspire and entertain this community, I think they could go ahead and cancel my parking tickets and give me that diploma. It's been 24 years. Oh, come on, guys. You're not going to really tell me that, come on, Victor, pay your fines. Man, thankfully they don't charge interest. I called them one time, or I've called them a few times just to make sure they still have the diploma. And they said they did, but, it was like a couple $100 in parking tickets, so I ain't got that kind of money. I'm just a regular radio DJ. I'm not Howard Stern, all right? I might be East Idaho D-list celebrity, but I do not make $100 million a year. Not even close. So, anyhow, Pokey High, if you want me to, work off my fines, I'd be glad to come in, talk to, broadcasting class. I could come in and talk to your youth about podcasting. The elementary schools around here, they bring kids in to talk to us about podcasting and broadcasting, online content, social media. Yeah, I'm a pro. I am a radio pro. At this point, I'm considered a professional. I've been nominated for national awards. I'm patting myself on the back. I'm not asking for a plaque hanging up in the halls of Pokey High. That would be pretty sweet, but just playing. But no, I'm sure that any of us DJs around here, local schools, if we went to those schools, I'm sure we'd all be glad to come in and chat with the youth if they want to talk to us. I don't actually feel like Billy Corgan where my school doesn't care about me. I don't blame Pokey High. I didn't pay the fines. I constantly, over the years, have talked about how I didn't pay my parking tickets and therefore don't possess my diploma. I had a bad attitude and apparently still do. Why on earth would Pokey High want to invite me over to hang? I'm a crap talker. I did enjoy my time at Pokey High, though. It was much better than my time at junior high. I will not throw my junior high under the bus, but my junior high, I did not like my time there. It wasn't the teacher's fault. It was the other students I went to school with, and they all ended up going to Highland. So, yeah. And then they opened Century, and I think I knew a few people who went to Century, but Pokey High, we had a good crowd there. Good crowd at Pokey High. It was awesome. All right, anyway, somebody give Billy Corgan a hug. It's all right, dude. Who cares? I didn't feel like welcome in school when I was in school, so, if they don't want me to come back now, I wouldn't care, Billy. It's not that big a deal. You got millions of dollars, dude. You can go talk to whatever school you want. Go talk to a different school. I'm sure they'd be glad to have you. Like, Pokey High, let's hit up Billy Corgan. Let's bring him in to talk to the music classes. If his local school in Chicago sucks, Billy can take my place going in and talking to the youth at Pokey High. Let's help this guy out. Seriously. We're going to barrel over the top of this one. Because, I mean, Sublime's playing, Peaches comes in, he heard, put your hands together because I'm in the studio.
That's right.
Sublime in the studio, Peaches is here.
Hey, your eyes are looking a little red over there.
My eyes are looking a little red?
Yeah.
I think it just happens when you listen to Sublime, your eyes just turn red. Kind of like listening to Cypress Hill or Snoop Dogg.
I can tell you my eyes were turning red with laughter by what I'm about to play on the air for you here.
Now, you walked in and you were laughing as you walked in. And he said, are you about to talk? I've got something great. Go into my public folder and open the file called Victor Story Time.
Yeah, so you know how yesterday that we talked about Valentine in the Morning with the AI Jill, and they used that app called Speechify?
Yes.
So
did you use Speechify?
I may or may not have dug up an episode of your podcast, gave it to Speechify, and said, hey, generate a voice out of this, and then gave it a script for it to say. And this is the replacement for Victor Wilt's morning show. If Jade is listening right now, this is what you could potentially have on the morning show if you want to get rid of Victor.
We really have AI Victor right
we
now.
We have AI Victor, but the funny thing is, I'm going to tell you right now, he sounds a lot like AI Adam Carolla.
Okay.
And just listen. It's totally something Adam Carolla would say, too. So,
all right, here we go.
What's happening? It's the Victor Wilt Show here on K-Bear. Can I tell you a quick story? I was in the middle of making my instant coffee shooter in the break room when my homie Donald Trump, a.k.a. Donnie, because that's what I call him, hits me up. To go golfing this weekend in Palm Springs, I, of course, will take the private jet since I do have that type of money. And I, for one, am extremely excited to catch up with my boy Donnie and finally beat him at golf. The man is too good for this country, and he's too good for the sport. I am, in fact, jealous of him because of his amazing blonde hair that he has on his head, and I myself am just bald for no reason. He also hates cats, but that's okay because he's my homie, and I make sure to lock up Lucy and Koopa in the basement with no food for hours on end just to make sure he doesn't see those two stupid animals. Anyway, that's my story here. Thanks for listening to the worst radio program in the country, The Victor Wilt Show.
You're right. It doesn't sound like me.
It sounds like Adam Carolla.
It sounds like Adam Carolla. That's really funny.
My God. I was laughing so hard in the Cannonball studio. Just typing up that amazing break.
What a great script you wrote, Peaches. What a great script. Does Donald Trump really hate cats?
No.
Oh, I was like, I'd never heard that one.
At least I don't know for the most part. I don't know him. You're the one who calls him Donnie, clearly.
My homie Donnie. My best Adam Carolla impression. Yeah, I mean, most politicians do have some kind of pet, don't they?
Yeah.
Like they bring it out. Look at here's my boy. Usually it's a dog. I don't recall seeing any politicians rocking cats. That seems like a good way to lose the election. Be a cat guy? I don't know. It just seems
There's so many cat people here in the country.
There's lots of cat people, but I think that if you walked out with your cat for a photo op, it's not going to look the same as if you got a big dog next to you.
Yeah.
You're like a big old dog. Look at my boy.
I'd be the dude with the tortoise.
Peaches has the tortoise.
Yeah.
For sure. I've got to find out, does Trump have a pet? Let's see. I mean, I remember seeing a video of him with a bald eagle on the desk. You remember seeing that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Does Trump have a pet? No. George Bush had a pet, a dog named Miss Beasley.
Didn't Joe Biden's dog keep biting people?
It was attacking people.
So they had to take it off the property?
Well, yeah, and it was kind of a weird story because the dog attacked people lots of times before they finally got rid of it.
TMZ was covering it left and right. I remember that.
Yeah, usually one dog bite. You know, you're calling the advocates injury attorneys and that dog's out of there.
Right, yeah.
So, kind of weird that, well, people with their dogs, they're like their babies, you know, and I would imagine you want your dog living at home with you. And usually they'll make excuses like, oh, he never does that, you know, but after 3 bites, that's when you can't say he never does that anymore. 1, you might be able to get away with it. Now I got to find out how many times did Joe Biden's dog bite people? Let's see. Biden's dog bite people. It was a lot. 24 times.
23 was not enough.
Yeah, it was that final 24. They're like, all right, the dog's got to go. What was his dog's name? I don't know why I care, but, after hearing that Bush had Mrs. Beasley.
I'm going to drive people nuts with that Speechify now. I'm going to go use Josh's voice.
I wish it would have sounded more like me. I'm disappointed that I sounded like Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would sound just like me because it would be crazy.
I might give it a break in my own voice just to see what it comes up with. It might make me sound like Howard Stern a little bit.
It probably would, because I've heard you do breaks where you sound like Howard Stern. So, yeah, as time... I think I'm okay on keeping the job for now. They can't replace me with AI yet.
Victor Carolla.
Unless they really want to have an Adam Carolla wannabe on air.
We could. We could use that for Jank Show.
You could use it for Jank Show,
If you're tired of talking, you're like, you know what, I'm done. We can just type up whatever we want to.
All right. Since they've already, analyzed and made my voice.
We have Brandon Orange, too. We could use as backup.
Jank Show hosted by Adam Carolla. We could just claim we have a guest host for the weekend.
God. His voice naturally is pretty weird, too.
It's distinctive.
Yeah.
For sure. You notice him. Remember when he had that terrible show called Loveline back in the day?
Josh from Classy loves that show.
What? Why?
He talks about it all the time.
What? I just remember it being pretty cringe, but...
Wasn't it him and Dr. Drew? Or is it Ted Stryker?
I think it was Dr. Drew, wasn't
Ted
it?
Stryker was a part of that, too.
Yeah. I don't know. I just know that I didn't... It was like on MTV at one point. Like
True.
They had a video version. I don't know if I ever listened to it on the radio. When I listened to the radio back in the day, I listened to Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
It was much better with Art Bell than George Noory.
See, I listened to Loveline on the Coast, which was, Karen Sharp with love songs.
Yeah.
I'm just messing.
Coast to Coast was great. I discovered Coast to Coast one night. I think I was driving back from Salt Lake, and it's the middle of the night. It was after a concert, and I'm just scanning radio, This was back before we had on-demand music on our phones, kids. So you'd scan the radio. And I was on the AM radio, and all of a sudden I heard people talking about aliens and UFOs. Like, what is this? This rules. This is the best radio show I've ever heard. I should have called Art Bell. Should have called in. But I think he had passed away by the time I went out to the Dugway Proving Grounds and had my weird experiences out in the Utah desert.
Isn't there a local radio station still running that show overnight?
I think there is. The Coast to Coast with George Noory. I think that'd be fun to run on one of our stations. If anybody's given it up, we should snag it and run it on, I don't know.
Like midnight to 5?
Yeah, we just run it on Classy.
Oh, run it on Classy, okay.
Just throw it on Classy in the middle of the night. And then
you know how many complaints you would get with that?
Oh, you'd get tons. It'd be hilarious, though, because you'd go from alien talk into Josh and Chantel in the morning.
Hey, it's National Underwear Day.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm going to get AIJ Davis to say a whole lot of fun stuff.
Dude, I can't wait to hear AIJ Davis. And I won't get into some of the ones you showed me. I won't say who they are.
Why not? Come on.
And I'm not going to.
Let's play it on the air.
No, I'm not playing that.
Come on.
But I will say that one made me laugh because that one sounded like the person.
It did. It really did.
Like, you can't recreate Victor Wilt.
No, you have a unique voice.
Yeah, I cannot be duplicated.
I was told by some guy at the Coed and Cambria Primus show. He was a listener. And he's like, "Oh, you're peaches. Yeah, all you guys over 6'7" sound the same." That's the first
we all
thing he
sound
says.
like this.
Yeah, apparently.
All got the deep Howard Stern voice.
That's right. Hey, now.
But that other one, that was impressive. It could have fooled me. I mean, it got a little choppy. Choppy.
That's the problem with it, is that you have to really get the speed right.
Yeah, so you'd have to go in and maybe chop out some blank spots and things.
That person that we duplicated already speaks in a slower tone.
Yeah.
So it really sounded the way that that person would deliver their natural sentences.
That's why I think AI Jade Davis would probably work pretty good.
Hi, guys. I'm Jade Davis.
Hey, it's me, Jade. I'm coming in here to give you more work.
I'm so bored with my life.
Josh, I'd be interested to see if Josh could be pulled off an AI voice.
Oh,
we just got to do everybody in the building. If we have their
Katie
voice,
would be a tough one to do because I need to find everyone's voices in like the podcast version of their shows.
Yeah.
And luckily, I have the premium version of that Speechify right now for the 3-day free trial, so I can just duplicate everybody and then play it for Jade.
What about our homie Jay Hildebrandt from Sunday Blessings?
Oh, the stuff I could make him say too. That'd be fun.
Legendary East Idaho newsman Jay Hildebrandt.
He's way too wholesome. I don't want to have him say anything bad.
That would be what would be the funny thing to do, but
right.
He's so nice. I don't think we could do it. I don't think we could do it.
He's like our station grandpa.
Like, Jay, we can't believe this break we heard that you had saved.
He would fall for it too because he's an older man. He wouldn't know. Oh, that poor guy.
No, you should make AI Jay Hildebrandt just so we could see. I want to see who has the best AI voice. Like, I already lost. Mine is Adam Carolla. It doesn't work. Have you duped yourself?
That's the thing. I'm going to dupe myself next, I think, and then go on to other people.
Okay.
So that way I can put myself in the mix with saying some terrible things.
Nice. And we can use some of those. You'll have to write scripts that are appropriate for air, and then we can play them on the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem today.
And see who had the best AI voice.
Yeah. Now, you gave me an Instagram reel.
Oh, so this is something that I saw, and you know how we make fun of the Hydra homies.
Yeah.
This guy is what I call a soda sipper.
Soda sipper.
Maybe we'll come up with a better nickname for this guy.
All right,
soda fan. I don't know. But
he's got a giant mug. He's walking into Maverick, and he's filling it to the brim.
Now, in the video, he says he drinks 4 of those a day.
4 of those a day?
And the comment section is ruthless, saying, kidney stones, fear this man. There's a whole bunch of funny comments.
Okay, yeah, he says he easily consumes 300 plus ounces of diet soda daily. Like, dude, you're not helping anything by doing diet. You might as well just have full sugar at this point.
Can you guess which state he's from? Utah.
Yeah, 300 plus ounces of it. He was mowing down the Dr. Pepper Zero in the video there.
Which isn't that bad.
No, Dr. Pepper and diet soda in general, I think diet soda has it's obviously a different flavor than regular soda, but I like the taste of diet soda. It's not bad. Not bad. I think I might even like some diet sodas better than the regular. It just depends on... It's kind of weird. Over the weekend, I picked myself up a can of Ruby Red Squirt peaches.
Whoa, okay.
I hadn't had one of those in, 20 years.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I saw it and was like, oh, a soda sounds kind of good. So I got that, and I just can't really drink soda anymore. The only thing I can get down is, I've got a can of Dr. Pepper that was in my truck that I brought in because it's supposed to be really hot.
I was wondering what this whole thing was over here. You got sparkling water and a can of Dr. Pepper.
That's right. I got the Polar Raspberry Lime. That's, my go-to is seltzer. But I have all this Dr. Pepper left over from when the kids were here, and I went out to Lieutenant Crane's house last night, and I wanted to grab something to drink to bring with, so I grabbed those 2 cans. Ended up not drinking them, but they were in my truck, and even this morning they felt really hot, and I do not want a can of soda to explode my truck.
Right.
So anyway, the Ruby Red Squirt, I had like 3 drinks of it, and it tasted good, but it was like the last time I tried to have a Mountain Dew. It was just too much. It was weird. It was too hardcore for me.
When you take a long break from soda and then you try it again,
you're
whoa, yeah, it
was weird.
It's mind-boggling. I know the bottled sodas, when I had one for the first time in forever, I only drink a quarter of it and then put it away.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I couldn't believe I couldn't down a Ruby Red Squirt.
Oh, I forgot to bring you the frozen peanut butter yogurt things that I made.
Oh, yeah, you said you were making a peaches treat. Let the listeners know what it was.
I mixed together the Greek non-fat plain yogurt from Winco with their peanut butter, mixed it together, then I rolled it up into like circular shapes, and then froze it overnight, put popsicle sticks into those, froze it overnight, and then dipped it in chocolate.
Sounds like it'd be pretty good. Sounds not good for you, but it sounds good for you.
It's yogurt and peanut butter.
And yogurt and peanut butter are good for you.
And it's, I think, dark chocolate chips, so it's somewhat...
Dark chocolate chips?
No, I don't think it's dark. I think it's like the semi-sweet Nestle...
All right, that's kind of the standard. I like to go full gluttony with chocolate chips, and you get those milk chocolate chips.
I might go home on my lunchtime and bring one of those back for you.
All right, I'd be down for a Peaches treats. Peaches summer treats on a hot day.
I made some ham steak sandwiches last night.
You just buy the ham steak and put it between bread?
Yeah, no, but I put mozzarella and I got those at Walmart they have the $1 little sample sized bottles of sauces.
Yeah.
I got the honey habanero mustard.
Oh, wow.
Put it on there.
I just had Totino's. Totino's pizza and a salad. It was good. You know, Totino's ain't bad. There's no such thing as bad pizza. You're looking at me like
until you go to LA and you see the broccoli cauliflower pizza. And it's awful.
All right, there are certain items that you just have to try before you buy them. All right. I was looking at this article here. Why it popped up, I don't know. But I looked at it. I tried 4 popular desk chairs to see which was worth the hype. You might think, oh, it's just a chair. I can look at the online reviews and I will find the chair of my dreams. Lies. Lies, I tell you. You must sit in your desk chair before making the decision that this is the chair I must purchase. All right? I figured this out thanks to advice from my lady. Told me to go try some chairs because I had the worst chair for my studio at home. It was old and it was just not good. Not good. Not comfortable. Bad for sitting at a desk and doing nerdy crap that I do at my computer when I'm sitting at the computer. All right? If you're into sitting at the computer, playing video games or looking at the internet for long periods of time, you need a good chair. So you start shopping around online. And people who do things like online streaming, stuff I do, they all tend to have those gaming chairs. And gaming chairs, they look neat, right? They got a cool look to them. On camera, they look nice. I have yet to sit in an actual gaming chair that was not complete trash when I actually sat in it. Thankfully, like I said, I had the advice, go sit in some chairs. I went to all the chair places, Staples and whatever else. I remember Staples because it's where I ended up buying a chair. You must try out a nice ergonomic office chair. It might not look amazing. It might not look sleek. But boy, I'll tell you, my chair at home, it wasn't super expensive. I mean, it wasn't like $50. I think it was like $150. You know, for me, a splurge on an office chair. But holy cow, that chair is better than any office chair I've sat in any of my jobs in the entirety of my life. Like, we've got some nice expensive chairs around here in the building. I'm not complaining about the chairs, bosses, except for maybe the chair in the studio. It's not that great. But anyhow, the really nice chairs around the building don't even come close to comparing to how comfortable my basic mesh ergonomic office chair is at home. Don't buy into hype online. This guy, I tried 4 popular desk chairs to see which was worth the hype. One is this is like a TikTok trend chair, the crisscross-legged office desk. It basically looks like the type of chair someone of Peach's size would need because it's just a bigger chair. But if you're a small person, you could cross your legs and sit in it. It's a Walmart chair, $60. Now, I bought a chair as a second-person chair for my studio at home. It was like a $50 Walmart chair. That thing sucks, all right? It's garbage. I have it in my living room now. It's kind of a chair that I can sit in and play guitar because it doesn't have arms on it. That's about all it's good for. It is not comfortable. It's got to be horrible for your back. All right? You got to spend a little bit on your office chair, but not tons. Not like this other chair this guy mentioned in here, the Anthros chair, which you can buy for the bargain price of $1,900. Now, it would appear to be a nice ergonomic office chair. I mean, like a high-quality ergonomic office chair. But it's $1,900. You got to be kidding me here. I mean, they at least mentioned another ergonomic chair that it looks okay for, $330, but it also has the padded seat, like all pad. It seems like that's just going to get hot. I don't know. The mesh is the way to go. We got a caller here. We're talking chairs. K-Bear, you're live on the show. Who's this?
Victor, good morning.
It's the redneck. What's up, dude?
Oh, I don't know what you guys have been talking about. I was just calling in to request a song. I just literally got into the car. So.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'll forgive you for not being on topic. What's your request, and I'll get back to babbling.
I was going to see if you'd do me a wake-up call and play some Five Finger Death Punch the Pride.
I'll see if I can get that going here in a minute.
Feel a little more patriotic than normal today.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do, man.
All right. Thanks, Victor.
All right. Thanks, man. Peace.
Okay.
So anyway, there are certain things you just have to try, that you have to try out before you buy them. Chairs. I've talked recently about guitars. Don't just go on hype. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, Fender's the best. Gibson is the best. PRS is the best. No, the best guitar is the one that feels right in your hands. All right? That is what's most important, is that it feels right in your hands. And it might be a very surprising brand that gets your attention when you get it in your hands and start playing on it. I've tried all kinds of guitars, and I'm always surprised by the one that I go, that's the one. Every single time. So, other things are probably obvious, like pants and things. You know, try your pants on. I don't know, people. I just wanted to let you know, don't skimp on chairs, okay? Chairs are a real frustration to me because I've sat in so many crappy chairs. Once you've tried a real nice chair that's not super expensive, there's no going back. If you work in an office, tell your boss, please let me pick my own chair. Please. Please let me pick my own chair. And then go buy a chair. You'll probably save the company money. Because, usually they'll just order a bunch bulk off online, like, oh, these are expensive. They look good. No, it's not about looks. It's all about, you can mess yourself up. I've had times where I was sitting at my desk bad, didn't realize it. It's like, oh, my arm's numb. And I go to the doctor, help, I think something's really wrong. And they're like, do you have bad posture? I got a crappy chair. Yeah, get a new chair, bro. All right, we got another caller. Let's see what they want. K-Bear, you're live on the show. Who's this?
Hey, this is Mike.
Mike, what's up?
Hey, I got a theory about chairs, because it seems that the more ugly a chair is, the more comfortable it is.
Could be.
I don't know why the universe chose that route to go with chairs, but yeah. In my experience, every hideous chair was the most comfortable one.
Yeah, like the chair I've got at home, I would not say it is visually appealing. It's just a very basic looking chair. It's glorious to sit in. It's awesome.
It's your favorite chair, though, right?
Well, my favorite chair is my big recliner in the living room, because that you can actually fall asleep in. But
that doesn't count.
But my favorite office chair, for sure, like the office chair I have in my office here is a really nice, fancy office chair, and it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's got nothing on my chair at home, like for sure. And it looks way nicer. It's got like leather and all this and that. Yeah, the one at home is just mesh, and it's great.
Maybe you and Peaches should take a hammer to that chair in the office and then make it all ugly, and it'll be comfy.
Oh man, maybe. I think the
If
bosses
not,
might.
Maybe you'll get a new one.
Bosses might get mad if I mess up the nice new chairs. I have a feeling they would not be a fan of that.
You'd be like, they've been trying to get a hold of you guys about the extended warranty on those chairs.
But it's nice. It's really nice. But it has like rounded metal arms, like the armrest. Like an armrest should be it doesn't have to be soft, but it should have some give to it. And it should be flat.
Metal isn't the first thing that comes to mind when you're like, God, I would like to rest on metal.
Yeah, just straight, round, like a metal bar. I mean, it looks good. The chair looks amazing. It's very classy, but and again, it's not like uncomfortable. It's just my office chair at home is so nice. And I bet it cost way less than my sweet office chair I've got here.
Oh, heck yeah. They go all out on those office chairs. Like the government spends an insane amount of money just on office chairs every year.
And I bet the government office chairs are probably the worst of the bunch. They're probably just crazy overpriced and just trash.
I don't know. Probably the ones that we sit in and the lower employees sit in, I'm sure. If you have to go see the IRS, you're not getting a comfy chair.
No, they give you like one of those, just a plastic chair with the metal legs. Oh, yeah.
Well, like here's a bean bag.
It doesn't even have wheels. It just sits there.
It's just a water bed. They're like, make it work.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. Anyway, there's my office chair rant of the day. It's just good advice for you. You know, you young kids that want to, like my daughter has a gaming chair, and I've sat at her computer tons of times, and I'm like, this chair sucks. This chair is garbage. And I don't know, she likes it. She likes it, but I think it's just because she hasn't tried my sweet office. She has tried my chair. Why hasn't she learned? Oh, well. Thank you again for tuning in to the Victor Welch Show. This program's a production of River. Why can't I say that?
No,
God.
I have to say Riverbend Media Group.
Riverbend Media Group. This program's a production of God. This program's a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.